And we're live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay. That was a sound I was not ready for.
Do I ever make sounds you're ready for?
Yeah, but you're louder than usual. I don't know why. So just kind of surprised me. That's all. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Anime Church. It's a church where you cosplay. We won't judge you. Did I get that right? Did I remember it correctly this time?
Sure, something
Sure,
like that.
I think so.
Did I do the thing?
Joey, do the thing.
Welcome to Anime Church. We fuck up. But yeah. I see your questions in chat where you're like, but didn't this already? I'm glad you asked the question. We'll explain it soon.
Yep.
We have a short show. We have a pretty short show. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. Wasn't a lot of anime stuff. Only 3 anime stories. We've got 3, 3, and 3. 3 general, 3 game, 3 anime.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow, even with this short of a show, managed to find a Gundam story for Fenris. So there we go. Accomplished. That's how I feel. But that being said, though, guys, hi, I am Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I am Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
I'm Fender Slayer, and your patron saint is Snackos and alcohol.
We're back to the old school crew this week. People are busy. The other 2 are busy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll join us
It
next
be that
week.
way.
It do be that way. It doobity doobly. Quick
Doobie
announcement.
doobie doo.
Where are you? Quick announcement. There will be no more. We did 1 episode, and that's all we ever did. And that's about right for a show called Technical Difficulties.
Technically 3. It started with the review of, or the overview of Omniscient Reader.
It wasn't Technical Difficulties back then. It was just the manga thing, the manhwa review or whatever.
And it still took like 3 weeks to be able to schedule that one sit down.
So yeah, there won't be any more of that because I can't schedule people to come on and talk about stuff. So, yep. And I'm only free Saturdays now. I'm busy the rest of the time. So, yep.
And unfortunately, Saturday is the one day of the week I'm not free.
So,
Saturday's hit or miss for me.
see, that's the thing. See, guys, that's why I can't schedule stuff on weekends. People are like, "Oh my god, maybe I should just swap things around and make Friday nights the thing, where we just do the podcast, where we just talk, and it's whatever."
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could be able to probably get a lot more people to be able to hop on.
We just do technical difficulties, and we get like a bunch of different people. It's like, hey, we do a thing Friday nights. If anybody wants to jump in and just chat about stuff, who wants to be a yappy little bitch?
I mean, we could do that while we game.
You know
2 birds,
how
1
many-
stone.
Yes, but also no. I wouldn't call it Fun Friday at that point. I'd be like, something different. But I absolutely would do podcasty stuff on Friday nights. But I can't do it while gaming. Gaming in regards to anything that would require us to like be paying attention to the game. If I have to focus on the game and hold like full-on conversations when important story stuff is happening on a game I actually care about, yeah. But if I just want to chat about stuff, then yeah, there's plenty of games where we could just like zone out and just not care about that I could play. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized I can't make it Power Wash right now because Power Wash is it's limited on how many people it can play without having a conniption. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Yeah. So, at least for now, there is nothing on the schedule on Saturday for anything. I mean, there was a reason Saturday is a free day, like for the most part. Stuff. Also, I'm just having trouble remembering how to stream again because I left OBS on for like an hour and a half after the show on Friday. Man. And I started the stream on Twitch instead of on YouTube. I'm just having a time. Me and OBS are just having a little bit of a kerfuffle right now. I don't know why. But yeah. Next Friday though, we are trying out the new stuff in Phasmo. Which is funny because like you could technically do a podcast while playing Phasmo because it only requires, you can have up to 4 people if you want to limit it that way, but we can have like a full-on conversation. We just have to like also be like, hey, got to real quick, this thing happened in game. But I mean, with the new mechanics and everything that we got to test out, we had a lot of fun just playing in the old maps. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So the audio stuff, the video stuff, and the photo stuff that they have now implemented, that's really cool. I like that.
It is. It was a pain in the ass learning, though.
Yeah, now that I know like kind of the gist of what's going on, I'm like, hey, if you haven't played in a while, I need to find a video that tells you how to do this stuff and send it to them. Quick update on Phasmo stuff. But yeah, we like I said, we got 9 stories, and we're going to talk about a few of them for a bit, and one of them is going to be about phasmophobia. I like to make jokes about this thing is consuming this thing and this thing is consuming that thing, but we'll get to those discussions. That being said, let's start the show. Alrighty, first up we got what the frick? No, not you. You. Okay, first up we got a Brendan Fraser movie that we want to talk about. I just saw Brendan Fraser and I was like, oh, okay, what's this? And yeah, this is the image that started it off, was some sort of toothpaste man. And I'm like, what is this weird, wacky commercial? And then you find out it's a Japanese commercial, and I'm like, oh, no, totally makes sense. No, Japan.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, 100% this.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Can you see where I thought it was a comedy with no sound playing?
Yeah, at the beginning, yeah, absolutely. So, for those of you that don't know, there's a market for just tall white guys doing commercials in Japan. There's a market for that, though it is slowly dying out. Also, Japanese commercials are weird, so you can make some pretty good money from that. Yeah, the struggling actor gets called to do some sort of roles, and it turns out they want to hire him to be like rent a buddy or rent a boyfriend or rent a dad, or he just like rental girlfriend, but for like more than just being a girlfriend, and a bunch of other things. And it's cute and it's wholesome and it's heartwarming. And then he's like, I don't know why you're asking for me. And they're like, we need a token white guy.
That is literally the words they say. It was so funny.
It was so freaking funny. It's so true, too. But yeah, as the trailer keeps going and he starts making connections with people and like there's genuine like interaction, you realize, oh, okay, this is going to be heartfelt. This is going to make me cry. Okay, you know what? If I'm gonna be okay with somebody making me cry, at least it's Brendan Fraser.
Mm-hmm.
So
he certainly made me laugh enough. Let's see him bring out some other tears.
Yeah. Oh, he's made me cry a couple times.
He's made me cry a few
Fair
times
enough.
Too. Yeah.
Fair enough. You're gonna
yeah.
get yours, Betty.
Also, really digging the. I'm really digging the parental stuff that's going on there. Like it's so cool. Like
Also, that was just a wonderful line. It's like sometimes it's okay to pretend.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the coolest thing ever. And I can see it. I can see it becoming heartwarming. Also, if you're familiar with certain things in Japanese culture, Like her falling asleep on his shoulder on the train, such a big deal because that means that she's comfortable around him as like a father figure, and I'm like, this is gonna tug on my heartstrings. And once I was like, all right, this is pretty interesting. Once I finished the trailer, I was like, shit, we have to talk about this on Anime Church. Damn.
It was Brendan Fraser. I was going to post it anyway because that man deserves all the attention he deserves.
Yeah,
Love Brendan Fraser.
It wasn't just because it was in Japan that I was like, okay, cool, yeah. But no, the real reason is because it just looked like a really, really, really good
movie.
Yeah, it just looked like a really good film. You guys go ahead and talk a bit more about it if you want. That is, if
I don't
you
even
have
know
anything
what
to
to say.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
I
there
really
are
want to
people
see it. I
reacting
would
to
love
I
to
wanna
see it in
I wanna
theaters
see some
too.
people's reactions to that later. Yeah. Of course, I got the AI ad block thing. That's beautiful. Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
of course.
We'll get to that.
Remember,
we'll go over
people,
this.
screw YouTube and their ads.
Yeah. Screw your ads, YouTube. All right. Anyway, it's funny when people think that like maybe.
So,
Okay, there we go.
Moon, have you seen The Whale?
I actually have not.
Watch it. You will cry at least 2 times in that movie.
Probably. Also, he made me cry as what was it, Man of Iron or Robot Man in Doom Patrol? Oh my god, the way that ended.
Also, dude, you want to talk about like a comedy that has like heartwarming undertones? Again, allow me to introduce Brendan Fraser. Such a good movie, so underrated, but Bedazzled. The one where I forget her name, but I think it's Elizabeth Hurley. The special agent chick from the first Austin Powers. She's the devil.
Yeah.
And she makes a deal with him, and like.
You want another?
Think of me as a computer virus. I think of you as a plague. I love that.
I have not
another
seen
great
that one.
Brendan Fraser movie
like,
that is slept on that nobody remembers. Monkey Bone.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Monkey Bone.
That was very good. I love that movie.
Oh my gosh, that is such a fun one.
Funny because when I went to the theaters to see Monkey Bone, that's when I first saw the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone trailer.
Wait, you went to theaters to see that? I didn't see it until it came out on DVD.
For me, I caught it on HBO once when I was little, when they had the free weekend.
Oh my god, this is going to be the existential crisis for Gen Z and Gen Alpha. There is about to be a generation born that when they grow up has no idea what a fucking DVD is.
I mean, hell, some people don't even know what the hell a VHS is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm aware.
Or an 8-track.
VHS haven't been made. Okay, dude, 8-track is before my time. I'm not even surprised by that. Like, my parents use it. I was honestly just beyond surprised that Gen Z started going vinyl. Like, Gen Z was like, yeah, we want to listen to stuff in vinyl. I'm like, huh, okay. Like, record players are coming back, and I'm just, wow.
Yeah.
Like, I listen.
Laser discs.
My dad used to listen to, like, I wish I had my dad's album collection, dude. My biological dad. He had the original pressings of, I don't think it was, I'm trying to remember the actual album. I don't know if it's the album that Thriller came out on. I don't think it was the Thriller album. I think it was named after a different one of the songs. But anyway, had a couple of pressings of like old school Michael Jackson, Chicago, a whole bunch of that stuff. I mean, man, I would love that stuff now.
Honestly, I wish I had my biological father's record collection too, because he had every Beatles album, most of them signed.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
That is amazing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, where are we at on Rental Family? Real quick though, theater, streaming, rental. Like, what pirate? What do we think?
I actually want to see it in theaters.
Yeah, it does seem like
So
a good theater movie.
I am a simp for Brendan Fraser. I will always go see his movies in the theater.
Facts.
I will watch this in the theater, but I'm gonna go during the day by myself. I don't want to cry in front of other people.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's kind of my thought about it too.
I'm gonna sit in the very back and just sob. I'm just gonna openly weep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Good stuff. Alrighty. So.
Oh, speaking of theaters, I did go see Naked Gun this last weekend. I was the only person in the theater.
That's upsetting.
That's a little sad, but I understand.
It was at noon on a Wednesday.
Also, okay, that makes even more sense.
Yeah.
Like, it looked funny to me, but it didn't look me paying a lot of money to go to a theater funny.
How was it?
I'm gonna wait till it comes out on streaming.
It was all right.
Okay.
Like they tried to reuse a lot of the jokes from the originals, and just didn't hit the same way.
Well, it's been like 30 years, so yeah.
Also, I found out why Liam Neeson is the main character, or was cast as the main character. His name is the closest to Leslie Nielsen.
That makes sense.
Is that a real thing, or did they make a joke about that?
That either or. It's a joke, but a lot of this, at the same time, he's also trying to make it.
If you have not seen A Million Ways to Die in the West, you need to do that. The Liam Neeson scene was literally like, if you see the Liam Neeson scene in A Million Ways to Die in the West, you understand immediately why they cast him as Frank Drebin Jr. Like, it makes all the sense in the world. Also, Liam Neeson's fucking hilarious, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Just so funny.
I loved him in Lego Movie. Hey there, buddy. Would you like a glass of water? Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, that's too bad. He was both good cop and bad cop. It was
so good.
It was so funny.
I watched the commentary for that because we have it on Blu-ray or whatever, and the directors are sitting there like, yeah. So when we got to Liam Neeson, that's just exactly what he sounded like. It's just, hey there, buddies. And I'm like, that's probably not what he said, but damn it, that's a funny thought. Could you imagine meeting Liam Neeson? Hello there, buddy. How you doing today?
Also, there's a whole thing with him in Key and Peele. What do you mean, Liam Neeson's took in his much, and then he shows up to get his car from the two of them because they're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's the whole chauffeur bit.
Yeah, exactly. And he shows up, Liam Neeson's. Like, God damn, it's so funny. All right, on to the next thing. Now we're probably gonna break this down, like frame by frame here. So starting off, you know what? Just so we all have a bit of consistency here, I'm gonna screen share for this trailer. Season 2 trailer for One Piece live action dropped. And the reason I found out about it is because I got a notification immediately upon waking up on Instagram, because I follow Sanji on Instagram, or at least the actor. I follow Taz Skyler. And he's just with season 2, woo! And I'm like, hold up. And I just clicked on YouTube and it was already there. And I'm like, yeah, all right. I was pretty sure I knew. So first and foremost, we got the Mary headed for, I believe this is Drum Island. With all the cloudness, and it looks like we've got like the.
I thought it was Reverse Mountain.
I'm not sure. I don't know if this is necessary. I mean, it could be.
Because that it looks red. That looks like the red line.
Yes, but also it could be, the reason I'm thinking Drum is because the red line is supposed to be way taller before you see the sky or the clouds.
It kind of goes above the clouds, so.
Oh no! I'm saying like it's supposed to be way higher where the cloud line is what I'm saying. Now that's in the anime. I don't know if that necessarily translates over well to live action. So I just thought this was Drum Island, and there is another bit of credence I'll lend you for Reverse Mountain. Actually, no, that probably is Reverse Mountain. I was really hoping I saw Drum Island. Darn it.
Look, we know we're getting Drum Island because we've at least seen Chopper.
Yeah, it looks like we've got the upward stream right here.
Mm-hmm.
But the other one is the first thing you hear is Laboon.
Yeah.
The very first thing we hear is Laboon. Yep. And then I'm assuming this is Logtown. The Logtown
Absolutely.
Opera. Now, guys, admittedly, there was a lot of filler stuff going on in Logtown, but I also really kind of want us to get at least some bits of that. I want to see the cooking competition. I want to see Usopp and the Dandy Dad have a sniping competition. I want to see Zoro.
To be fair, there's only like 2 or 3 important things that really happen in Logtown, so there's plenty of time to add in those other things.
And I absolutely want to see Luffy go into the bar and drink a glass of milk. Like, I want that whole thing, but I know we're probably not going to do all of that. We are going to get Buggy and the tower where Roger was and all that stuff. So we'll see. And I'm assuming that's Little Garden. Oh, wow. Whiskey Peak looks good.
That's Whiskey Peak. That's what I was about to say.
No, I was talking about the...
where he's cutting the grass or whatever?
Yeah. I'm thinking that's...
Yeah, that's probably Little Garden.
Also, is that Zoro's hat? Is Zoro wearing that hat? Okay.
I think so.
I don't know if I've ever seen Zoro wear a hat like that.
I don't think he has, but they're also taking a lot of liberties with costumes.
Actually, the costumes, a lot of them are like the chapter openings and stuff, or book openings where they have or from the art books that he's made for One Piece. So they're still taking from Oda. And they get Oda's permission. Hey, can we use this? Hey, can we use that? And then he either yes or no for them. But yeah, Whiskey Peak looks really good in live action. Also, is that a sunken ship on the way there, or is that just like some sandbar or something sticking up?
Where?
To the left of the Mary. Like just ahead of the Mary, but also to the left. I can't tell if that's sandbar or shipwreck. Which, if you know the history of Whiskey Peak, you know what those little cactus points actually are. Shipwreck's not far off.
Yeah, I mean, it could be either that or it could just be rocks sticking up.
Yeah, that's what it's either rocks, sandbar, or a shipwreck.
Hmm.
That's really good. I love that.
I was really hoping we'd get a laugh.
I love it. But yeah, that looks really good. I honestly did not think we were going to get Robin this early. I'm sorry, Miss All Sunday. I'm still not sure. Like, okay, when it's in full motion, I'm not sure about the petals effect, the flower effect. But at the same time,
when it slows down around her, though, it's perfect.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Now, I am wondering, are they going to keep it with the whole, it's her heads and arms and everything?
Yeah,
or are they going to make it look like petals and shit for everything?
Oh, no.
I hope that's not the case, because, like, I know when she releases them, they turn into petals. So it's...
I'm trying to think when... When do we? Okay, it's a marine. Oh no,
It's
this is Smokers.
that's Smokey's.
This is
Yeah,
Smokers. Yeah. This is Logtown. This has got to be.
yeah, because he uses that motorcycle to chase Luffy. And that, if you missed it, that was the Wax House.
That's Mr. Prince.
What?
Remember when he introduces himself, Mr. Prince? Later, he introduces himself as Mr. Prince. He's pretending to be Mr. 3 here. On the
yeah.
call, but he calls himself Mr. Prince, and this is how Crocodile knows him. It's Mr. Prince, and I'm like, that's Mr. Prince. Yeah, it's great. I love it. All right, so
There's Vivi.
I went to press the button. There we go. So there he is in the goggles. So now we see Usopp in the goggles.
Mm-hmm.
So you can tell in the background that this is Buggy time. We're fighting Buggy.
Yeah.
I wonder how we're getting the goggles in there, if he's still doing the sniper contest. I hope so.
He probably
I hope
is.
Logtown is a 2-parter. Honestly, it needs to be like a 2-episode, or they do like the whole. We show the first couple. Oh no, wait, this is Netflix. They could drop it all at once.
Exactly.
They don't always do the weekly stuff. All right, so I like her as Vivi. She looks.
Mm-hmm.
She looks
great.
Vivi. Yeah, and what's really funny is like, this is that time when Vivi gets first introduced. That she's villainous.
Mm-hmm.
And same with Miss All Sunday. Well, actually, Robin's less villainous. In like just from the get-go, she's always been. From the jump, she was always kind of just calm and chill and everything, and she wasn't.
Yeah.
She wasn't.
She's not antagonistic, but she is still a villain.
Yeah.
Look, she's fighting it against them. She literally causes Igaram's ship to explode.
She also saves Luffy from crocodiles. So.
Later.
Yeah. She's just misunderstood.
Yeah.
And Miss All Sunday all at the same time. But yeah, Vivi looks good.
The swords look great.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Wait, did I just hear? Hold on. Okay. Right here. Tell me Nami is not a... Nami is about to attack Alvida. That's Alvida. Skinny Alvida, right?
Yeah, that's Skinny Alvida.
Yep. Because she's with Buggy in the crew. And I'm just like,
yeah.
All right, cool, here we go.
I love the way they do the Gum Gum Gatling because, it starts off slow and it speeds up. It's great.
I love this because it just does not look good, and that's exactly what Luffy's ability is supposed to be. It's supposed to look good because it's rubbery. And it's like, oh no,
exactly.
I don't know if I like it. And I'm like, and that's exactly why it's good, because rubber.
It's the
does
point.
Not move. Yeah, rubber does not move the same way the anime does. It just doesn't.
Yeah,
so.
And it's like you can see that it's like bending and ricocheting on other things, and it's like that makes sense. There's Laboon.
Here's the money shot. Laboon. I'm not surprised that they're doing season 2 and 3 almost back to back, considering the content. Yeah, and it's like almost the exact same cast for everything. This was a good first little tease. It's not even a trailer technically. It's just a first look. It's a minute and a half. It's, if you've watched the anime, which a lot of people who are watching the live action have, it gets you hyped. At the same time, if you don't know anything about One Piece following up after season 1 of the live action, there's a lot here to get excited for. And that's pretty much that. Oh, pardon me. That's pretty much that. So season 3 is going to be Alabasta. That's all Alabasta.
So has to be. So much happens.
I don't think we're gonna do Alabasta in just like a quick 4 episodes. I think the entire season has to be Alabasta. It's so complicated. It's so complicated and so complex.
I have a question about Alabasta though.
Yes, go for it.
How the fuck did Birdman live?
No one will ever know. Hey guys, I'm alive. That's some bullshit.
It's like, fuck you. That ball was huge.
Any other thoughts, comments, concerns on the live action One Piece before we move on?
Boy, am I sure glad they announced season 3 is in production as well.
Yeah. Well, almost in production. Production soon.
Starting up soon.
Yep. Because it said set sail soon, so...
Fenris, I'm assuming you have absolutely no dog in this fight.
Hey, my entire experience with One Piece has been 4 kids in the Netflix live action.
Okay, so at least you had one good one.
Yeah.
I mean, like One Piece fans generally agree the One Piece live action is a great way to experience it. Because the story beats are all still there, and the characters are on point. All the characters. And we don't have pacing issues. And we get things we didn't get with the anime. Like in the anime, Buggy is just some weird, silly, like nobody kind of character. In this, he's scary and intimidating. He's genuinely scary. Like, oh my god. And hot.
Tell me I'm wrong. Just try.
You
wrong. Can't. Fuck you.
You said I couldn't, and I'm like, well, you can't tell me what I can't do. Anyway. So yeah, there it is. Looking forward to actual trailers and getting more stuff, but this was a good tease, especially for something that's not coming out until next year. You know? Mm-hmm. So, you know, got us interested. It got our excitement up, our hype levels. And I can't wait to see people's reactions to the trailer, because, yeah. All right. Onward. All right, so this is what I meant by consuming Hulu. Guys, if you don't know, for those of you who aren't aware, if you live outside of the U.S., you might be surprised to know that the majority of the anime that is up on Disney Plus in your neck of the woods is only available on Hulu here in the States, and that's really stupid. And Hulu isn't really a service that's used outside of the U.S., and I can hear people talking already in the U.S., but I use Hulu. Don't care. Hulu's stupid. Hulu's really stupid. I don't like it. They are the first streaming service that introduced you pay for their service and you still have to watch ads.
You pay to watch ads.
Yeah, they were the first service, so I will forever hate Hulu. And Hulu is getting consumed by Disney Plus. Like, yes, Disney bought Hulu, but they were still keeping it two separate things. And what's going to happen is slowly all of the content that was available on Hulu will just become part of Disney Plus. I like can't wait for Hulu to go away and for me to never have to think or say their name again.
No, honestly, I miss the days of Crunchyroll when you could watch their entire anime library if you enjoyed ads as well.
Yeah, also true.
It's like you were watching just daytime TV with commercials. Yes. When the ad started playing, he got up, used the bathroom, grabbed a snack, came back, and it was over.
All right, so I don't know how this is going to change the Disney Plus service, but we'll find out. Disney Plus to integrate Hulu streaming service into a singular app. Entertainment news website Variety reported on Wednesday that Disney Plus is fully integrating the Hulu streaming service and a new singular app with both Disney Plus and Hulu services will launch in 2026. Okay, that sentence structure was weird. The subscription services will remain standalone, but both Disney Plus and Hulu will be accessible from the unified app. Oh, god damn it. My hopes and dreams. You just shat all over them. Disney already offers bundles including both Disney Plus and Hulu. In addition, a significant amount of content, including anime from the Hulu library, already streams on the Disney Plus for subscribe. I'm assuming you meant to add app. God, fucking guys. For people that are trying to like get that word count, you might want to, not skip words. This is not skip word day. Starting in 2026, Hulu, which has been a U.S.-only streaming service, will replace Star internationally on Disney+. According to Variety, Hulu Plus Live TV will eventually be integrated into Disney Plus in 2026. Disney also stated that it will no longer report streaming subscriber numbers for Disney Plus, Hulu, and sports service ESPN Plus. Disney owns 100% of Hulu after acquiring Comcast's 33% stake in Hulu for $8.61 billion. Now, here's the thing. As a consumer, I'm bummed about this news because I thought that they were just going to like make it all one thing and it was just all going to be Disney Plus. And I was like, all right, cool. And then I was going to have questions of, does this change my subscription price? And like, I was going to have, I had all these things prepped and Hulu's not going away. And now my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Yep. So. Well, this is a big nothing sandwich. Why did it even make it onto Anime News Network?
Because word counts and articles are how they get paid.
Well, there's also anime that goes. They call it Disney Jail, but like because Disney doesn't advertise that they have a bunch of anime on their app, which they should do. They should be like, "Hey guys, we're streaming Bleach over here. If you didn't know, 1,000 Year Blood War is over here. Come check it out." They don't do any advertising for the stuff that they have in the anime side of things, at least not in the U.S. It's happening through word of mouth alone, which is sad. But that being said, this is how much I dislike Hulu. I literally got a VPN specifically so that I can say that I am outside of the U.S. while using Disney Plus, so I can watch anime on Disney Plus and not Hulu. Because I fucking hate Hulu. That's pretty much it. That's my whole thing. This is a nothing story. I'm sorry to have wasted your time, guys. I had a whole thing planned. I had questions, and I thought it'd be an interesting conversation with some of the questions, and it turns out, nope, no, just they cucked me, and I'm really mad about that. You want to move on to games? You want to talk about games?
Yeah, let's move on to games.
There's some fun stuff to talk about in regards to games. All right. So, guys, if you didn't see it this week, the Phasmophobia crew, which, by the way, if you have not gone and looked at the menu, they have like a credits area for the publisher, or not the publisher, the fucking developer team. Oh, their dev team is huge now. Huge. To think it started out as just one person, and then 5 years later, it turns into this like massive group. But they dropped a dev preview, and in it they show the new Grafton Farmhouse, which is coming on Tuesday. So we can do some fun stuff next week. But yeah, as you can see, this is a broken down farmhouse, and it was playable on Wednesday. No, wait. It was playable Friday for 2 hours. 2 hours it was playable, but only for the streamers that are partnered with the dev team. So like InSim, Psycho, and some others. I ended up making some new stream friends when I found other channels that were playing Phasmo, because I wanted a new specific badge that they had only for 2 days, that you watched like at least an hour of content on Twitch, and you got your new badge, and that'll be dropping when the update goes live on Tuesday. So you'll get that badge on Tuesday. But yeah, so showing off, this is considered like a small map, and while it does have an attic, that attic is teeny tiny. There are a lot of looping spots, and if you haven't had a chance to check out the different environments, I'm looking forward to many of you going through there. They also changed the location of some of the light switches for where they are in Old Grafton to where they are in the New Grafton. So I'm looking forward to that. So the other farmhouse is like the big mansion farmhouse, and this is the broken, dilapidated farmhouse. It looked like it was in the throes of repair, or at least they were trying to set up to start repairing it and fixing it and doing some construction, and then something spooky happened and everybody ran off, because at least out front, okay, so the light that you're seeing right there, that's not coming from the truck. There's like a little one of those construction floodlights outside that's knocked over on its side that is permalit, and that is what the light from the outside is looking from. This is right above the study now. I think it used to be just the bedroom. Yeah. It was the master bedroom downstairs. It's no longer a bedroom. It's like an office / study, and it is also connected to the downstairs bathroom, which is what once was the washroom, the laundry room. There's also a room full of dolls. There is okay, you can't fully see it, but this broken chandelier right here, if you turn on the front room light, you'll get like the glowing effect of like it's sparking from where the chandelier broke. But yeah, there's that, and then as we continue down, there's the new foil card that was available, and introducing Nell's Diner. This is a haunted diner that is going to be taking place in Tucson, Arizona. It was so funny to hear Insum talking about it, because he was like, Tuscan? Yeah. I'm like, don't worry, dude. I know how you feel. But yeah, out here we have like the back, the trash and area, and it's just look behind you. There's some really good stuff if you look around at the graffiti. But yeah, they've got the Dio, we've got all sorts of stuff. And then here is the bathroom / hallway area of the diner, so leading all the way to the back door. And then we have a really dingy broken down bathroom with all sorts of stuff on the floor. Make sure to wear some covers for your shoes, where you're not getting all sorts of icky stuff on your boots when you're walking through. We have the office, and we're going to have 3 security monitors, so possibility for some ghostly shenanigans on the screens, and possibly the same with the computer. And then we have the lovely kitchen. This is just concept art, guys. This is not exactly what it's going to look like, but it looks pretty good. And then the outside of the diner themselves with the brand safe drinks in the fridge, and all of the apple pie, because nothing says America like apple pie. With ham, poached cheese. No, cheese, feta, grec. You can get yourself some grec and some cereals. But yeah, we got a haunted diner coming in soon. And finally, we get a shot of the work in progress. We got waffles, we got pie, we got a milkshake. It's a very 50s style diner. And we got, wow, we're doing coffee and soda. Fancy diner. Look at like a cappuccino machine. That's a fancy diner. Ghost Hunters Detective Agency. Okay. We're getting outfits. We're hard at work on the 2025 roadmap, including our character update, our player character update. So we're finally going to get like more up-to-date models, change the outfits that they wear, all those things. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. I'm happy that they're dropping a new map, or that they're updating the Grafton map. They also said they're going to be updating all the other maps and stuff, but they want to focus on small maps. So the diner is going to be considered a small map. But yeah, hey, new map, new place to have some spooky fun. I hope
New map, who dis?
I hope there's another dinner bell that you can ring for luck. Ring the bell for luck. And then, yeah. What are you guys' thoughts on all of this info that dropped in this dev preview for Phasmo? Let us know. And of course, you guys tell us now.
Well, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty fun. I think a small map like this will be really cool too, because it'll only have the main dining room. It looks like an office space, and then the bathrooms and the kitchen. So, yeah, that'll be pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then it looks like it's got the front door and then the exit in the back.
Just a heads up for those of you who have not heard the news. We have Moon has company. Moon has a friendo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you weren't here last week, we had Kino on, and they get jump scared very early, easily. She gets jump scared easily and screams. So we have the king and queen of Scream to play Demonologist and Phasmo with. That's going to be fun.
I feel like I'm a little bit more the king of Quack.
The king of no. You when we put it on. Also, no, you're not. Revan has that title.
But I quack a lot of times, like Wah! You know.
That's not quack. That's screaming.
That's not quacking. That is a scream.
That is a scream. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, we could call you the wise guy of whimpering.
That would work too.
You're a wise quacker, huh? All right. Any thoughts? Any other thoughts on this particular topic before we move on, guys?
No.
No.
I just can't wait to play it.
Yeah, I'm very excited as well. I'm looking forward to Tuesday. I'm gonna hop on with you guys because I know Tuesdays usually. Well, when you have it free, you usually try and stream on your own channel, Moon. But,
I do. I may also be planning a food thing with my mother for Tuesday, so we'll see how that goes.
It'd just be twice in a row that you've skimped out on us on Phasmo.
I didn't.
I'm just ribbing you. You're fine. I know you didn't. I'm just ribbing you. But yeah, that should be everything. You still say he screams like a duck. Okay, that's where it comes from. Good to know. Yeah. All right, let's talk the next thing. All right. And you know it's legit. It's on Forbes. So Sony will curtail Bungie's independence, folding it into PlayStation soon. Sony discussed many aspects of its PlayStation business in a recent earnings call, with one bit of news that's somewhat eyebrow-raising. I don't know how eyebrow-raising it is. It was a frank discussion about what's happening with Bungie and how PlayStation is going to make a more heavy-handed role, or take a more heavy-handed role than they originally said they were at the time of purchase. Bungie has made a big deal out of the fact that despite being bought for $3.6 billion by Sony, it would retain its independence as a company with its own leadership in place. Now that's slipping away due to problems at the company and the studio's performance. CFO Lin Tao talked about this on the call. About the governance of Bungie at the time of acquisition, we were offering a very independent environment. So that was one way of thinking, Tao said. However, we have gone through structural reform as we announced last year, so this independence is getting lighter, and Bungie is shifting into a role which is becoming more part of PlayStation Studios, and integration is proceeding. In the long term, you can see this is an ongoing process, so the direction is to become part of PlayStation Studios. The past few years has seen the mass departure of many members of Bungie's leadership. Destiny creative heads Luke Smith and Mark Noseworthy, former Destiny 2 game director Joe Blackburn, and former Marathon director Chris Barrett, the last of whom was forced out after a misconduct investigation, and he's currently suing Sony and Bungie over what he says he's still owed as part of the Bungie sale. As I understand it, there's a sense that even more Bungie leadership, perhaps even its most senior executives, are likely going to depart the company within a year or two when aspects of their Sony deal go through and they're able to leave with millions. Insider reporting has it that Bungie hit certain metrics. PlayStation leadership would take over. That appears to be what's about to happen. Is becoming part of PlayStation going to be good for a franchise like Destiny in the upcoming marathon? Many players seem to think so, given how poor much of Bungie leadership has been. Then again, PlayStation has not exactly proven themselves adept at making internal live service games, while with high-profile cancellations like The Last of Us Factions and the launch of Concord, quite literally one of the biggest bombs in the industry history, if not the biggest. How can you trust a company that genuinely believed Concord was going to be a huge IP for them going forward? Well, the difference is that when they bought Destiny, that was already something that had an established fan base and player base. What exactly changes if Bungie is folded into PlayStation Studios is unclear. This does not seem to indicate that Bungie would be fully disbanded, at least not yet. Destiny 2 has shifted into a much more content-light era now that the company is half the size it was a few years ago. Marathon debuted in early previews with a thud. Yeah, that's saying a lot. Sony says the game will still be out before March 2026, but as I've said before, I think there's too much wrong with the core of Marathon for it to be a success no matter what reworks it's getting in 6 months. We can't say for certain whether or not this is a good thing. I'm not sure what Sony leadership might do to attempt to make take Destiny back to its old highs and make sure Marathon is a hit. In my opinion, the way forward would be to let Bungie take a break from endless live content for a spell and actually make a Destiny 3, but that seems unlikely as Sony wants to keep extracting as much cash as consistently as possible from the franchise. We'll likely hear more details soon. All right, so a couple of things about this that I want to talk about as a Destiny fan. The fact that they're going into content light, I'm sure is partially because they are not as staffed as they were before, but also because everybody was getting tired of the seasonal model. It just felt stale, and we needed something new. And I do also agree that I think a Destiny 3 coming out after the final shape would have been a good call, because, you know, that's your end of Destiny 2, and you pick up Destiny 3 not only for like just narrative reasons, but for the simple reason of when you drop Destiny 3, you can now be like, hey, we don't have to make this work for PlayStation 4 or Xbox One anymore. We don't have to keep up with those old and aging systems. So, like, at this point, if you're playing Destiny on PS4 or Xbox One, I feel for you, really do. But like, you're not getting the best experience. I'm not sitting here telling you what system to play it on, but your modes are outdated, and because a big reason why they're not able to improve upon the system as much as they would like is because they have to make sure that it still works with those older consoles, and we got to get rid of that shit. Like, oh my god. That's why a lot of us were happy when they went from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, because they no longer had to support Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So they, you know, it's time we went through some growing pains. That is to say, I don't think my thoughts on Destiny were different a week ago. The thing that has changed in that week is that I have finished the campaign story for the new content that has been released. So I finally got around to playing The Edge of Fate. And after experiencing the campaign and the gameplay, I got to say, not bad. Not and keep in mind, I'm not saying it's not bad for Destiny or Bungie. I'm saying it's not bad as a new way to introduce a new story after following up something that was narratively beautiful and gave me everything I could have wanted in the final shape. The final shape was literally in-game. And I got to say, the way that Bungie is handling the introduction to the next major overall arc, way better than how Marvel handled Phase 4. Just in general. I like a lot of the concepts that they are coming up with, and I've even the gameplay that made me roll my eyes when it was introduced, when it was first introduced. Now I get it. Like I'm doing it. It's fun, and I'm enjoying it. And I like the Metroidvania aspects of like being able to run around and you get familiar with certain places because you go through them a lot. And yeah, it's been interesting, and I haven't even covered all of the post-game content yet. There's still a lot to go over. So, yeah, I'm finding it interesting. However, I also want to go ahead and point out that half of the reason some of these people are getting sued is because they're or not sued, but were let go is because of horrible mismanagement on the part of Bungie leadership. I agree here. I don't see Marathon doing well with all of the shit that's just been plaguing it. I mean, the biggest one, of course, is plagiarism. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, the complete art plagiarism. But from a business standpoint, with the flops and the mishandling of Marathon itself, I can understand where Sony is going to come in and say, hey, enough of this. We have to step in. We have to take over to make sure things don't go any more fucky than they already are.
Yeah, and like to some degree, I think people are getting the wrong idea about like what PlayStation Studios does. Like, guys, you have to understand, Santa Monica, the guys that make Gears of War, they
God of War.
Or I'm sorry, not Gears. God, yes, sorry, God of War. They make Dad of Boy. Yes. The studio that brought you Dad of Boy, they are part of PlayStation Studios. And while they are part of PlayStation Studios, they are still a very independent developing team. It's just that instead of it's going to be more Bungie becomes a dev team and less of and the top-down stuff they're going to be getting is from Sony. And true, not everything that Sony has put out, especially in the live service area, has done well. But this is an already established franchise that has an established fan base. If Sony can come in, because everybody from the player base, the fans, all that, they have been on the side of the development team. The thing they've had the biggest problem with has been top-down decisions. Apparently, a lot of cut content. Apparently, okay, so Moon, I want you to know this as somebody who's played this. Because, okay, initially, Lightfall was supposed to be twice as long. Half of it was cut. Half of it was cut for cost.
That sucks.
To save a buck. If we had gotten the other half of the, like, people that were let go.
A lot of stuff could have been better if we could have gotten the full Lightfall experience.
People that were let go literally were leaking as much about that as they can without breaking NDA.
Fair.
But yeah, there's some sour grapes going on from a lot of the people that worked on that, and they're like, dude, half the content I made, half of the content from the story wasn't even in what was released. We were pissed. And I'm like, yeah. And apparently it was upper management. It was yeah. It was the business decisions. The business. So, I'm sorry. Anybody who goes to school for a business degree has no reason to be in entertainment. It's just not the same thing. Entertainment does not run on a business model structure. Go
No.
make a business.
So, and then I'm going to step in here. Going back to Marathon itself,
yes.
Bungie's current flop, and it will continue to be a huge flop, especially once it releases, for multiple reasons. One, the biggest reason actually, is it is not what they had promised when they first started development on it.
Yes.
They had stated that it was going to be a reimagining and a remaster of the original Marathon game from the 90s, which, before Microsoft bought Bungie, was supposed to tie into the Halo series. Yes. Cortana's base code was supposed to be shown to be the Durandal code from Marathon. Now it's an extraction shooter. Completely live service, supposed to be 100% online only. That is nowhere near what they promised. On top of that, it doesn't even look or feel like the original Marathon.
Yeah.
And of course, we touched on it earlier.
Shooter like Escape from Tarkov or something. And even Tarkov fans who played it were like, yeah, this ain't it.
Yeah, and we touched on it earlier, but there is a lot of plagiarized art that Bungie is currently still in lawsuits over.
Over Marathon specifically, from the Marathon team.
Not just, and then you got, their marketing plans for the game have been drastically scaled back as people continue to leave the company. So which that itself is going to cause people to not want to work on it, because why should they when, nothing good's going to come out of it?
I don't think they should release it. I think this is an albatross hanging over their neck, and they should cut themselves loose.
Honestly, I could see Sony just canceling the game completely, because Bungie has sunk so much time and effort and money into the game that there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out.
Honestly, Bungie was trying to handle too much at once. They had a project codenamed Gummy Bears that was supposed to be a MOBA that Sony just took from them and was like, no, you need to focus on this. Like, they scaled everything back to just Marathon and Destiny, and apparently that was too much. It's like, dude, okay, Bungie, here's the thing. You need to go back to how you were back in the day, where you worked on one franchise until you were done with it, and then you started the next one. Like, that's why we were all excited when Bungie was talking about Destiny when it first came out, because they had exclusively focused on Halo for a long time. And we understood, hey, they had new stories to tell. They wanted to do it. Cool. If you guys have a new story you want to tell, great. Focus on that.
And honestly, with them saying that they had new stories and that they were coming out with Destiny, it made the blow of them handing Halo over to 343 Studios a lot easier to take.
Yeah, because they've been doing Halo for over a decade at that point.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
and yes, Spider, Halo died after they handed it over.
Yeah, Halo died after they left, which is really funny because a lot of the... Well, okay, here's the other thing. There's a bunch of senior people that left Bungie recently and joined... It's not 343, it's Halo Studios now. They joined Halo Studios. So the original writer... but honestly, if Halo Studios really wants to do well by us, they need to bring Marty O'Donnell back to do the music.
Yes.
Yeah, but like some of the original people that wrote for Halo, like they are coming back. Some of the OGs that haven't been in gaming in a while are coming back because they've been like people at the studios have been talking to them and they're like, hey, we'd appreciate your feedback on this, and so they're coming back in a supervisory position to just like kind of look over stuff and make sure that hey. You're not messing with what makes Halo good. Also, just after that little tease that they did with Halo and Unreal, I'm looking forward to it. Like, that looked really good. But it is
and
what it is.
I still find it funny that more studios are moving to Unreal after that whole kerfuffle with that other, I forget what the other fucking engine was.
Oh God, I know it's the one that Phasmo runs on Unity.
Yes.
Yeah.
After that whole Unity kerfuffle, a lot more developers are still going to Unreal. And honestly, as somebody who has worked in Unreal and built maps and levels for games, yes, Unreal is so much easier to use.
All right. Any last thoughts before we move on to our final bit of gaming news?
Just not related to this topic, but I just realized while talking about this entire thing,
Mm-hmm.
as much as I tried to distance myself from learning about games once I left Slave Stop, I know a lot more and am a lot more involved in the gaming industry than I was before, and that kind of saddens me.
Sorry.
I just wish we could have gotten the full. I forgot what it was called now. Lightfall, yeah, Lightfall experience.
I do too. I do too. I wish we could have gotten the full Lightfall experience because apparently the city was supposed to be way bigger, and it was supposed to be populated.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Right? Like we were
Populated
supposed to
and like
by all right. So
if we
apparently
had a
the
longer
version,
story too, that one dude's sacrifice would have been all the more had all the more meaning.
Yeah, I think what would have happened from my understanding, and don't quote me on this because I'm trying to pull from memory. By the second half of the story, the city would be at the state that it's in right now, where like everybody has gone into sleeping pods and digitized themselves in order to like not be
Keep
killed in the
themselves safe
streets
and shit.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
for safety. But in the beginning, you'd be like trying to get you'd be trying to make your way through crowds of people screaming and running away from the Cabal and all this other the Shadow Legion and like,
That would have been
this is-
really cool.
would have been that way for like a couple of levels where we're trying to like where we are purposefully creating a distraction in order to keep the attention focused squarely on us and allow time for civilians to get away. But it was one of those things they weren't sure if they should do it because it's another stay here, shoot things for a specific amount of time. And I'm like, yeah, but narratively, it would have made
Like,
a hell of a lot more sense.
It's okay when we have stuff like that when there's a purpose to it.
Yeah, if there's purpose and meaning, instead of just waiting 5 minutes for a ghost to hack a small piece of code.
Yeah.
You know, it's. But yeah. Yeah, that's why this felt so rushed. Is apparently we only got about half the content.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
All right. Speaking of content, Genshin Impact game to end its service on PS4. See what I was just talking about with Destiny? Like, hey, your engine. The reason your engine is hard to freaking. The reason that the engine, the Tiger engine that they use for Destiny, is so fucking difficult to update, and why the graphics haven't really changed, or they can't make any meaningful changes to the system, is because they're still like running the system for outdated consoles. And it's like, dude, that's why we're asking for a new game, like a Destiny 3, is so we can get this. But Genshin just straight up said, nah, we're not doing that shit anymore. So, game leaves PlayStation Store on PS4 on September 10th. Update support will end on April 8th. The staff for Tiny's developer MiHoYo's Genshin Impact game announced on Wednesday that the game will end support on PlayStation 4 on September 10th. Update support for the game will eventually end on April 8th, 2026 due to limitations related to hardware performance and platform application size. Yeah, that's the other thing. Destiny would just keep ballooning to bigger and bigger file sizes that would not be supported on old consoles. And I'm just like, come on, man. Just fucking new game. Update your engine. And you don't have to use it on, like, such low hardware. What are you playing with?
Fidget toy.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Sorry.
You okay? This is okay. It's just like I was like, what in the world? I was like, who is beating their computer?
I'm not
Oh, that'd
beating
be me.
anything yet.
The game on PlayStation 5 will not be affected and will continue to operate normally. Genshin Impact on PS4 will be removed from the PlayStation Store on September 10th. PlayStation Network accounts that have never downloaded the game before on PS4 will no longer be able to search for or download the game via the PlayStation Store, but accounts that have previously downloaded the game can download it again even if it was deleted from the device. All in-game purchases for the game will be removed from both the PlayStation Store and the in-game shop on February 25th, 2026. The game will cease all update support on PS4 on April 8th, 2026. Players will then no longer be able to log into the game. Installations of the PS4 will stop receiving update patches, and any items purchased from the PlayStation Store but are still not claimed can only be obtained by logging into Genshin Impact on PS5. Hoyoverse launch. Okay, that's backstory. Honestly, this may suck if you play Genshin on PS4, but I'm not gonna cry for you at all. 100%. I think this is a good move. I see this as an absolute win. This is what a lot of live service games should be looking at. It's like, hey, when a console gets a little too old, it's time to say goodbye to that console so you can continue updating your system. I've said enough. This is something that we've been begging Destiny to do forever, and Genshin did it first, and I'm laughing. Genshin leaving PlayStation 4? Really? Before GTA 6? Wow. Somebody grabbed their bingo card.
I'm just one away from being able to shout 2025 bingo.
All right.
Did you remember to fill in the free space?
Yeah, that was the third one I filled in.
Okay.
On to anime. Moon, you have the next two, and then Fenris, you get the last one.
Woo! Okay. One Piece Heroines novels gets an anime! The One Piece Day event and live stream on Sunday revealed the writer Jun Asaka and artist Sayaka Suwa's One Piece novel Heroines light novel will get an anime adaptation, and also revealed a visual. Viz Media licensed the novels and released the first volume in English on April 22nd. Viz Media describes the first novel volume. I'm going to go ahead and read it because I don't know much about this.
Is that supposed
The
to
girls
be
of
Nami and Ramen?
No, it's a few more. The girls of One Piece take the helm in these exciting prose short stories collections, where each chapter features a different heroine. A collection of standalone prose stories that focus on fierce female characters from the world of One Piece. Go behind the runway as style icon Nami stars in a life-changing fashion show. Observe wise Robin as she helps to decipher an ancient tablet with Koala and Sabo. Watch as solemn Princess Vivi receives a love letter from an unexpected admirer. And check out Ghost Princess Perona's battle over the last bottle of wine with Zoro and Mihawk. Why did they put Zolo?
Because copyright.
What?
The reason he's not called Zoro in the dub and he's called Zolo instead is because of a copyright issue involving Zoro, the masked Avenger, the Zoro series, the Zoro movies.
They call him Zoro in the dub.
Do they? In the manga,
Yes.
In the live action, they also call him Zoro.
Yeah.
Yes. This is coming back from the. I'm guessing they're doing the manga stuff because in the manga they have to call him Zolo.
Okay.
Yep, he was called that
Well,
back in the Viz Media stuff. Or not
I was fixing to say, I think, yeah, they called him Zolo in 4Kids.
And it's like the one hanger-on from that time that won't fucking go away.
I absolutely
it's a
hate it.
copyright thing because of Zoro, Mask of Zoro. Yeah, that stuff. It's why it's called Case Closed and not Detective Conan because Conan the Barbarian. Like it's a copyright. Not. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's basically that one.
Cool.
Thoughts?
I didn't know that this existed. I didn't know One Piece Heroines novels even existed. So that's
Yeah.
neat information, I guess.
And it'll be interesting to get a story because it sounds like that story happens in the between times of the 2 year gap. So the one with Robin's going to be an interesting one.
The Void Years.
Yep.
Not the Void Century, just the Void Years.
Just the Void Years.
There we go.
And then the other ones are also going to be pretty fun. I'm kind of excited to at least see the Perona one just because I think that one's going to be funny. Because Perona and Mihawk, yeah. I'm really hoping Perona uses a ghost on Mihawk. I want to see what happens with that. I want to see Mihawk get depressed.
It could be another Usopp moment. That's my secret, Cap. I'm always depressed.
I'm always depressed.
All right, on to the next.
Okay. Yep. Seven Seas Entertainment announced on Wednesday that it is producing audiobook versions of the Failure Frame and the Most Notorious Talker Runs the World's Greatest Clan light novels. John Patiner, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it, is narrating Failure Frame, and the first audiobook volume will debut on August 12th. Seven Seas licensed both the light novel... Oh, 21st, my bad. Seven Seas licensed both the light novel series and its manga adaptation, and it describes the story... Toka Mimori and his classmates are abruptly catapulted into a fantasy world, summoned by the resident goddess to serve as heroes. The good news? Most of the students display amazing skills upon arrival. The bad? Mimori is the worst of the lot, bottoming out at a measly E rank. Incensed, the goddess tosses him into a dungeon to die. But it turns out that Mimori's skills aren't so much worthless as they are abnormal. Abnormally powerful, perhaps?
That's a really bad description. Okay, so yeah, he has powers that the goddess doesn't like or think are useful. Tosses him into a dungeon like trash to get killed off. He survives the dungeon and decides he's gonna kill the goddess.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the light novel is fantastic. The anime... sorry. Let me rephrase that. The light novel is fantastic. The CG bullshit, not so much.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I thought the anime was meh, and you don't get to call it CG bullshit when we've seen way worse.
I don't know, dude. It was pretty fucking bad.
It's not. That's not the worst CG I've seen in an anime by a stretch. And also, just be happy. At least your light novel, at least one of your preferred light novels, actually got animation in its adaptation.
Fair.
I have a whole new appreciation for Failure Frame after watching T-Bait. And I haven't read the light novels yet. I have been gifted light novels for Failure Frame, and I've been told that I need to read them. But I also...
You should read them. Coming from the guy who turned you on to several good manga already. Mm-hmm. Read the light novels.
Also, the anime for... I've watched 2 episodes in The Most Notorious Talker, and it just wasn't about it.
Yeah, which I'm about to get there. The light novel debuted on Overlap's Comic Gardo.
We don't have to do the backstory for it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. You can skip to oh Jesus, I guess never mind. This is all backstory. Jesus.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pierce Cravens is narrating the audiobooks for it, which will debut on August 14th.
Yep. Which Most Notorious Talker, I did read the whatever it's called, synopsis for that, and I'm like, oh, he's a bard.
Actually, he's more
a bard that can't.
Prick.
Well,
still a bard.
No, bards are actually useful.
Yeah, this guy isn't. Though to be fair, what happened? All right, there are parts of it. I just don't like the main character's personality. But like some of the stuff he does, I think is on point. Like when in the beginning, when two of his teammates try to betray him and leave, and then he just sells them into slavery to make up the difference of what they owe him.
Damn.
That okay, yes. That
was
yes.
His actions kind of based. His personality? Nah. And I've suffered through an entire season of someone whose personality I can't stand.
ReZero?
And and never again. Never again. No. All right. On to the last one.
The official website for the standalone anime release for Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans Urder Hunt Special Edition Path of the Little Challenger. Oh, I am so tired of these long-ass titles. An anime spin-off from the Mobile Suit Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans anime announced on Thursday that a new short film, Makui no Kusabi, will screen alongside Urder Hunt on October 31st. The staff unveiled a trailer and visual, which both look fantastic. The short film commemorates the 10th anniversary of Iron-Blooded Orphans, with the original Japanese voice actors for Mikazuki and Orga reprising their roles. The film will open theatrically in Japan on Halloween, with a North American release planned. And the rest is just backstory. Yeah. Oh, that won't make me break, Spider. Not unless I have to read a 2-page long name or title. I would, at that point, I would just get up and walk away, because no.
I think it's bad enough we damn near get to a whole fucking paragraph for certain ones.
I think there was a light novel that made a title that was making fun of long titles.
Konosuba did it first, though.
Yeah.
Konosuba, God's blessing on this wonderful world.
That's not that long of a title.
It really
though.
isn't.
AKA Menu's blessing on this wonderful simulation. I could have made that a thing if I just put God's blessing on this wonderful world and then put AKA and then underneath it Menu's blessing on this wonderful simulation. Just had it all be one long ass title, but I'm not that mean. Spider says, "Moon, stop fidgeting in my ear," in all caps.
It's not even near the microphone.
It doesn't mean the microphone doesn't pick it up.
I know, but it's like, how is it? Okay.
I have nothing else to say. You're good. I just saw that comment and I was like, well, he said it directly to you, so I might as well let you know. Like, I don't have a problem with it now because it's not nearly as close and I'm barely hearing it. But like, yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I wasn't.
It's louder than me? How is it louder than me?
I don't have an answer for that one.
It shouldn't be. Yeah, I don't know why it would be louder than me. That's just messed up. Like, no. I'm looking at the audio for him playing with his little fidget toy while I'm talking, and my audio is way, way higher. Well, okay, that one got pretty loud for a second there. But yeah. So apparently it's hard for them to hear us. You've been quieter than everyone else half of the time for like a year. Well, no shit. I changed mics, and I don't like how this mic works. Like, I have to be eating the mic in order to be heard, and I'm not used to that.
Because it's a dynamic.
Yeah, I'm not okay with that. I'm gonna change mics eventually.
Like,
yeah.
The whole reason I gave you the dynamic was because at the time there was a bunch of work going on, and you didn't want to pick your other mic picking it up.
Right. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's our show. I don't have anything else to say. You forgave me a while ago. Cool. I wasn't asking for your forgiveness. I don't know what to say, dude. Like, it is what it is. Also, please understand, I practically have the gain on this bitch at max. I don't know what to tell you, dude. It is what it is. I'm gonna get a better mic later, I guess. You want to send me money for a mic, Spider? You can send me money for a mic. Right now,
what's the volume setting in OBS?
it's at max.
So, max, like I have mine set actually beyond max, and it works.
It's like literally all the way at the red line. Like that's all the way at the end.
Yeah, so that's 0 decibels. I have mine up to 12.
I don't know how to do that, but okay.
Hold on.
That might explain why you're louder, I guess. I don't know, but that's through Discord. I don't know why that would be that way.
No, I'm talking about on.
I know.
On OBS.
I know. I'm talking. I freaking know. All right. That's a thing we'll talk about off stream and not at the end of the show. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming by Anime Church, the church where you can cosplay. We won't judge you. I did the thing. I'm Richie Roberts, your Minister of Science and Technology.
I'm Moonlight Sparks, your Minister of Arceology. Praise Arceus.
I'm Fenner Sorrow, your patron saint of snackos and alcohol.
And that's it for us, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow for the light novel readings. I think it's your turn to read, Moon.
I think it is.
Yeah, I think we're starting volume 11.
I think.
At least I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for us, guys. We'll see you next time. Take care. And oh yeah, really quickly, Spider, just a heads up. Yes, mic stuff would be nice, but right now, raising money for the paying for actors stuff. So, yeah. If you haven't been added to the group chat, let me know. But you should have been added to the assholes group chat. Yeah. All right. Take care. Bye bye for now.